everyone, I'm Kathy Lien with BK Forex. Most traders think that their biggest enemy is the market, but 90% of the time, you're fighting against your emotions because fear is everyone's biggest, greatest enemy. The fear of losing, the fear of missing out, the fear of leaving money on the table, and the fear of just being wrong. All of us, myself included, have watched a trade turn profitable, give up the gains and turn lower, at which point many people will consider bailing on the trade, even if its loss is small, because of the fear of being wrong and the fear of losing more. But if you're afraid of losing, you're already failing. You cannot be afraid to lose, because being afraid to lose means that you're afraid to act and trade your system. This past week, I made money on Monday. I gave a large part of it back on Tuesday and came back strongly on Wednesday. Thursday, I added some modest pips and stayed flat ahead of the Federal Reserve's big get-together at Jackson Hole on Friday. It sucked when I lost money on Tuesday. BK members complained, and one member who joined just 3 days before left because you guys said you guys are terrible. But guess what? We made it all back and then some on Wednesday, just the session after, hitting our 100 pip a week target in the process. Much more than that by the end of the week. The hardest part of trading is to trust your trading system when there are losses, to not be afraid to keep taking new trade. Why? Because ZIP is a momentum-based trading strategy, and there are specific nuances in the market that it takes advantage of, and I understand that. Most importantly is the time of day. I trade the Asia and early New York Open. At the Asia Open, Asian traders are just coming in. They're digesting what's happening during the New York session and reacting to it. ZIP trades this continuation. We do the same things at the New York Open. I trade the very early New York Open around 6 a.m. Eastern Time. We survey the market, risk appetite, and overnight flows, and use ZIP to position ourselves into the best New York session continuation trades. Every successful trader is a byproduct of 5, 10, 15, 20 years of hard work, failure, and experience. I'll be the first to admit that I didn't always trade ZIP as well as I do. I did not always understand it as well as I do now. In fact, I still make mistakes to this day. For example, I always tell myself not to trade the British pound, but I get tempted by the clear-cut fundamentals. Like the Bank of England is screaming that there's year-end recession, and data has been terrible with the PMIs weakening. And all of that can be in place, and I'll get my ZIP sell signal, which I did this past week, and I'll take the trade. But 9 times out of 10, I'm stopped out because pound is just one of those crazy pairs that doesn't always react to fundamentals. No one becomes a successful trader without making mistakes, and even successful traders will keep making mistakes. Losing is a part of trading, just as failure is a stage in life. It is the cost of learning and the stepping stone to success. Overcoming fear is not easy, and doing so involves having the discipline to follow your system, the confidence to execute the trades, the patience to ride through any adverse moves against you, and the persistence to keep trading when there are losses. You get discipline through repetition. You get confidence through repetition. You get experience through repetition. You only need to master one setup to be a successful trader. For me, that's ZIP. As you can see, we've made money 20 out of the last 24 months. There were losses, of course. Drilling down to the weekly performance, in the last 17 weeks, you see the same odds. And having these odds in the back of my mind is what gives me the confidence to keep trading after a losing week, a losing day, or a losing session. There's nothing more important than understanding the odds. Focus on your system and forget everything else. I wish you much success. If you want to learn how my ZIP strategy works, you can go to bkforex.com or click on the link in the description of this video. Now, let's take a look at my trades this past week. We made 144 pips in our day trade, 120 pips in our smooth 40 trades, for a total of 264 pips this week, trading only from Sunday to Thursday. We did not trade Friday because we do not trade into big events like Jackson Hole, because knowing when not to trade is just as important as knowing when to trade. So taking a look at how this was done, you can see we made a good amount of pippage on Monday, gave it back on Tuesday, made some more pips on Wednesday, and then also also made some pips on Thursday. The pips on Thursday were small because the whole point is to protect the pips we've made already, and we were already up well over 100 pips going into Thursday. So with our trade ideas, I always give the trade idea out. I give the reasons. On Thursday, there really wasn't too much going on. Even though we took profits in Swiss yen early, it did end up hitting the profit target, and it turned out to be both euro yen and Swiss yen ended up hitting target. We also had Swiss yen yesterday that ended up hitting target. And, as I said, our trades come with reasoning as well as the charts showing you this is a retrace to the zip indicator line, and we sold Kiwi CAD for a further move lower. Kiwi dollar hit target on this trade. You can see targets hit all around, and, that's how trading is done. We hit target in euro dollar, euro yen in our Asia session trades. With euro dollar yen, we sold because the German Bundesbank said German recession was likely. This has been the theme for some time, so it was nothing new. And that was the similar motivation I had for selling euro dollar. So, this is how we made our pips. And, Tuesday was a tougher day. But if you go back up to Monday, we did hit a lot of profit targets on Sunday and Monday trade. All of our trades, as I said, we had a really nice euro yen short trade. And this, basically was a drop below the indicator line. This is a zip variation where we don't get the white candle because the trade comes one candle early. But it still turned out to be a very nice trade. Smooth 40 trades are more relaxed. They are slightly greater in pippage, but we don't muck with them as much. We don't day trade them as much, but we still managed to make, as you can see, profits in both Smooth 40 and our day trades for another fantastic week of trading. So if you, as I said earlier, if you want to learn how to trade with me or trade with me every day, please visit bkforex.com or take advantage of that discount link in the description of this video.